Here are some birds that I'm trying to pair up. It's a black cockbird with the Andalusian bald-head hen. She's a last year's bird. He is unbanded. I bought that bird, I think maybe 6 months ago from a local flyer, mainly Hardesty. So I want to see how that goes. And here is a I don't know if she's too young, but she doesn't show any signs of getting mated. But let's see. Sometimes put some nest ball in here, and I don't have that many nest balls, so I made a small one. You can barely fit a bird in there, so sometimes that would kick in the process and get them going. There you go. That looks official, right? See how they would do. Sometimes I would interest a hen, but the cockbird sitting in the nest and calling her. So that would be a good thing. So that is a pair. And here is a pair of Lebanons. We got a black if you look, he got some white stripes on the tail and the wings. It's actually black white bar Lebanon. Sometimes you get some birds with less white on them, almost like a solid black. But you can see the coloring on his. There you go. The tail and the side of the wings. And his hen is a blue bronze bar hen. And I made her with the black cockbird before, and they raise black white bars or black bronze bars. So they're almost mated up. Just gonna give them some more time to see, to make sure they're fully mated. I'll put a nest ball in there to see how they will react. But that's another pair. I think I'm putting a pair in this one. I haven't put in a pair in there yet. I'm gonna put another pair of rollers in here. But here's another pair. And again, the Hardesty cockbird over there. He's a young bird from last year. And that's an older hen and the indigo hen. You can see the colors between, I guess we have done the video about Andalusian and indigo. But this one is clearly indigo when you have like too much of that bronzing and stuff going on. There's an indigo. And there's a Hardesty cockbird in there. She's a proven hen. I believe she's either, I believe she has a 2017 band, but I don't think she's that old. I would say she's a 2018 bird. I batted her with one of my older bands back at the time. So she's one of my breeders. But let's see how they go. And so these are I like he's kind of dark black over there. You got the nice shine on the neck, purple shine, and if you look at her too, she's like the clean Andalusian with the purple shine on her neck too. So this should be a really good mating. So I'm kind of excited about it. He's not a perfect bald head if you look. He has a little bit of white on the head, and at least he has white flies, but the tail is all black. So the baby's it's going to be hit and miss. I'm hoping for some better bald head Andalusians as well as blacks, because I'm a bald head fan, and I'm just trying to cross some of my bald head family with other families and creating a new mix. Because some of the bald heads I've even crossed with the James Toner bloodlines, especially when I try to create those bald head ballless rollers. Some of them were crossed with mine as well as with Jeff Dewitt's one blue bar bald head hen. So and then I took some of those ballers and made it with some of my almonds too. So I'm creating some almond bald heads too. And I even use an almond, a brown almond bald head. It's not a perfect bald head, Hardesty cockbird to some of mine. So that is pretty much what's going on in this breeding cans. So this guy should be really nice. I would like to have some blue white bars in the future on these Lebanon. That would be nice. See, last one is to give them a nesting thing. Yeah, I mean, hopefully the nesting thing in there kind of excites them and they get paired up faster and wanting to lay eggs. And it's just like even a mated bird when you give them a nest ball, something like it's a catalyst. Just drives them to lay eggs and breed. So let's see what happens over here. And this is my old kid box that I used to get some birds, but I even bred some of my birds in here too, but now I'm trying to make these blue reverse wings in here. She's one of my older hens. She was mated to a nice cockbird, but I just split them up and pair him up with a different cockbird, and then trying to pair her excuse me with this cockbird, but he's a new cockbird that I bought last year, trying to create some new blood. But she's tried to mate them up several times and look like they made it up, and then you release them in the loft, they're like nah. So I think this guy carries silver too, so I might raise some silver reverse wings too. So let's see. But I'm gonna give them a nest ball. Actually, I gave them a nest ball already in here. They don't really care for it because for these powders you need a bigger nesting area. But look at this poop and all. I cleaned this whole thing because I had rollers in here. Cleaned it like 2 days ago, and here we are. And here's the small feeder. I put it closer to the edge so that there's all these room in here in case they want to mate up and all. And there's a drinker over there. So hopefully these guys will mate up and put him up over here and see what he does. Oh! You can hear the wind. It's a really windy day over here, so let's see. So I'm gonna let them breed in here, lay eggs, and then once they have laid one set of eggs, that's pretty much a done deal that they're mated up. So then I would try to put them in my main loft. Look, these are very friendly birds. The birds were scared something happened over there. See how tall they are? Their heads are hitting the window over there. Yeah, my plan is to raise more blues this year. Hopefully, I'll raise more blues. I would say, like, a lot of people ask me what is my favorite color in reverse wings. It's hard to say, but I have to say blacks are my favorite. I have them in all colors, reds, blues, yellows, and blacks. I've been having a bad luck with yellow. Yellow is a color in general I always have bad luck, because it's a dilute color, and it's hard to raise yellows. But luckily last year I raised a decent amount of yellows out of reverse wings, which is really amazing. And I always had good luck with blacks, but I lost one of my good black cock versus sour crop during the winter, and now I need to build up my black line back again. So this year we're going to be concentrating on blacks, and with the blues, because all these blues are recently imported not that long ago, and I think most of them are kind of related to. So we don't really have a good strong bloodline in the US. So like why that bird is I said carries silver and all, because I think somebody mated it to initially some to yellows and to create a better stronger bloodline, because you raise blues, sometimes the babies die in the nest or they hit the floor and die. I raised like I think 2 or 3 blues so far. I started with one pair, but it's a challenging. Hopefully this year I'll raise more blues, and I'm breeding from 3 pairs of blues this year. I got 2 pairs already in there mated up, and they're looking to lay, and this is my 3rd pair trying to pair up in here, and I'm gonna let them breed in here and see how it goes. But that's about it about this individual pairing up. But yeah, this was my kickboxing, which when I used to fly birds, I used to fly them in here. I usually flew around like 15 birds at a time, but it's been a while since I flew my birds. Yeah, a lot of people ask me, I don't fly my birds because I have one time I had a neighbor complaining about when I was flying them, and I had to go to a lot of drama, so I don't fly them anymore. And then hawks are pretty bad too, so hopefully in few years I'm planning to move, and then I'll start flying my birds again. But yeah, that's it. Here is their heads are hitting that window, the top of they're tall birds. Hopefully they will get paired up and breed in here. Thanks, guys.